Shalawam, I'm your brother Urumya from the branch of GMS, South Carolina Midlands. And before we start off, all praise, honor, and glory belongs to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of great millstone who teach and who rule well. And Shalawam unto you hopeful elect, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalawam. Just a quick lesson through the spirit and the power of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, going into, O daughter of Babylon, art to be destroyed. And, of course, dealing with that prophecy, is dealing with Babylon the Great, America, and its destruction. And, I queued up this quote from Albert Einstein, an Edomite. When I did research, Albert Einstein is apparently from a German Jewish family. So he's either a Temanite, still a Edomite, but from the tribe of Teman, or he's either a small hatter, an Amalekite. Regardless, he's a Edomite. Uh, but I got this quote queued up, and it says, "I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones." And this man Albert Einstein was around the time where he was able to witness, the technology of the atomic bomb and the destruction, that comes from that. And the reason, why he has this quote right here, because he knows that when World War III is fought, the devastation that will come from the technology from what he saw, atomic bombs, which now fast forward to today, we have nuclear capabilities, much, much worse devastation, than what he saw in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, when Esau Edom dropped those bombs on Ammon, the Japanese. So we know that this war, according to prophecy, World War III, or the third woe, as the scripture goes into, it will be the war, to end all wars. It will be, the destruction of Esau Edom's queendom. All right. And this is what we're all waiting on. We're waiting for the destruction of our enemies. But in the same breath, we're waiting on the salvation that's going to come unto us, the Israelites. Furthermore, unto the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. Lord will, we are of that number, of course. But getting into it, got a few movie clips, fair use before I play these clips, fair use, not making any monetary gain or anything from playing these clips, just using these clips for education and edification. All right. So playing this real quick.
Skynet. A computer program designed to automate missile defense. It was supposed to protect us, but that's not what happened. On August 29th, 1997, Skynet woke up and decided all humanity was a threat to its existence.
So, just a quick clip, of course, but you can see the devastation, that will come, from this warfare that will be fought here in World War III. You don't want to be nowhere near ground zero, which is America, in itself, the 5,000 square miles of Babylon the Great America, You don't want to be in this place when those nuclear missiles begin to drop. All right, there is no fighting chance. There is no bunkers that you can hide in. This place will be completely annihilated and wasted off the face of the earth. This place will become obviously a desert. All right, but let me get this still frame right here uh, of when the technology of the ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, begin to fly. All right, this ties into this prophecy right here. Second Esdras chapter 16 and verse 12. It says, "The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also, before the Lord Yahawashi, and before the glory of his power." And we got to remember, Yahawashi is returning, in the midst of World War III, and he's coming back, of course, with power and great glory. And, with that power, the Lord is about to shake up things here on the planet Earth. You know, uh, Matter of fact, I believe it's in the book of Habakkuk. I'm gonna pull it within my actual sword here real quick. The book of Habakkuk, he was asking, was the Lord uh mad at the rivers, the bodies of water, here on the earth. That's just how much power, Yahweh Shai is coming back with. All right, and of course, he's gonna be using the weapons of his indignation, which is the ICBM thermonuclear missiles. This is Habakkuk 3 and 8. And it reads, matter of fact, I'm going to pull it up on the screen for edification's sake, for you hopeful elect out there. This is Habakkuk 3 and verse 8. And it reads, "Was the Lord Yahweh Shai displeased against the rivers? Was thine anger against the rivers? Was thy wrath against the sea? That thou didst ride upon thine horses and thy chariots of salvation." So, we know that when Yahweh Shai returns, he's coming back with that fathership, of course, and, the host of heaven, which are the chariots of our salvation, for the hopeful elect. All right. But, when the Lord returns, it's not going to be, a light matter. Yahweh Shai, his presence is going to be felt here on the earth. He's matter of fact, the scriptures go into how, everything trembled, that was seen under him. All right. Just how much power Yahweh Shai is going to have, man. Right. That the Father, the Heavenly Father, Yahawah, is going to give unto his son Yahweh Shai. Oh, that power, man. It says Second Esdras 13 and 1, and it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea that moved all the waves thereof. And this is Yahweh Shai, coming out of outer space. It says, "And I beheld, and lo, that man, which is Yahweh Shai, waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, that heavenly army. And when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him," showing you, the immense power that Yahweh Shai is going to have, and how he's going to shake up things here on the earth, when, he makes his return, man. All right, so getting back into Second Esdras 16 and 12, reading it one more time. "The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also, before the Lord Yahweh Shai, and before the glory of his power." Okay. Verse 13, here's the point going into the technology of the ICBMs, the intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right. It says, "For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow." And if you think about a bow, if you're shooting a bow and arrow, the bow is the tool used to shoot the arrow. So the bow in this case, that's in the Lord's hand, is the missile silos. You know, it says his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and of course the arrows is going into the ICBM thermonuclear missiles. They shoot from the missile silos within the ground, or from these various different areas around the world, and they launch into the air. And the arrows are the missiles. Okay. Um, it says his arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss. And when you think about uh, the advancement of technology here today, these missiles have missile guidance systems, GPSs to hit, their target directly, wherever, the coordinates are pinpointed to, those arrows, those missiles go directly towards it, and they do not miss their mark. All right. And plus, the spirit of the Lord gonna be within these missiles, to burn up Babylon the Great. So they're not gonna break their rank. They're gonna hit their target. All right. It says, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. That's how you know it's not talking about a bow and arrow that can be shot from any mighty man in this world. This is talking about the technology of the ICBM thermonuclear missiles. All right, when they begin to fly. All right, and it's a purpose, uh a time, a appointed time, when Bahasham wants this vision, this prophecy to come to pass, when those missiles begin to fly. And matter of fact, the Lord, he actually forespoke this from the beginning, that Babylon the Great America, is to be destroyed. Um, reading this, let me close these tabs real quick. We don't get too mixed up. This is Psalms chapter 137 and verse 7. It says, remember, O Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahawashi, the children of Edom. Uh-oh, there go the target. There go the primary target of Yahweh Shem Yahawashi, the primary enemy of our power, Yahweh Shem Yahawashi, and the primary enemy of Israel, man. Okay, the so-called white man, starting with the wicked elite, the powers that be. All right, it says, remember, O Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahawashi, the children of Edom. And I want to go ahead and make a point that the wicked elite, they have bunkers outside of Babylon the Great America, and they will, survive, these this nuclear destruction, because they won't be here in Babylon the Great. They'll be within their bunkers, within the ground outside of America, within these different safe spots, right, or nuclear free zones, pretty much where the nukes are not likely to hit. And also, within these different space stations, so on and so forth. But we have the understanding via prophecy, we will go and hunt them, going into Jeremiah the 16th chapter. The fishers, the prophets, will become hunters, and we will hunt them out of the holes of the rocks. Anywhere these wicked elite think that they're hiding at, we're gonna go get them. All right, and they're gonna be the first fruits of slavery. All right, but for them Edomites and the heathen and 2/3 here in Babylon the Great, they will be wasted. All right, but the target is on Edom. So reading this Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahawashi, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. Now, this is going into, the time of the Babylonian captivity, upon the children of Israel. One of the primary enemies, that helped forward our captivity was Edom, so-called white man. Okay. He's always been our enemy. Okay. From the days of old, even unto now. All right. And their mindset back then and now was what? Raise it, raise it. Okay. Which, when we go into that definition of raise it here in the Edamon, or raise, in the etymon line, it goes into completely destroy. All right. Pull or knock down. Okay. So it's always been, the MO of the so called white man to completely destroy us, along with the other heathen nations when you read it in Psalms, the 83rd chapter. All right. But the primary enemy of us, the house of Israel, you so called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans of today, is Edom. Okay. So they always wanted us to be destroyed. All right. And for that, okay, to read the judgment. This is Psalms 137 and 8. O daughter of Babylon. This is talking about America. Okay. America is known as the daughter of Babylon. This is not talking about ancient the ancient Babylonian Empire. This is talking about America. It says, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed. You see that? You see the purpose of the Lord. You see the purpose of Yahawashi, who art to be destroyed from the time that America was established and built. It was always the purpose of Yahawashi to destroy Babylon the Great, to destroy America for good reason. It says, Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. And that us is talking about Israel. Look at uh the oppression. Look at the bloodshed of the children of Israel, that we caught here in Babylon the Great from the hands of our enemies, Esau, Edom. That's all going to double back and fall upon them, man. All right. It says, Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. And look at, you know, the heinous crimes, that was not only perpetrated on our men, our women, but on our children, man. Okay. Putting our children in human zoos, all right, using our children as gator bait, man. Okay. Having our children in the field as little as they are, little toddlers, from the time that they could walk, from the time that they can, get out there and work. Okay. Esau put our children out there, man. Okay. And that's why the scriptures say here, Happy shall he be, the Israelites, that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. You know, we won't have that spirit of vengeance upon us that Yahawashi is gonna place upon us, man. You think about being in these mortal bodies, you know, you will probably have a thought and maybe you don't want to kill a child, man, or delete a little baby. All right, but guess what? The Lord is gonna put, his spirit of vengeance upon us, to execute that vengeance, man. Hey, payback is coming in full effect, man. Okay. Edom and the rest of the heathen nations are going into captivity. This is Ezekiel 25 and 14. And I will lay my vengeance, payback, upon Edom, okay, the so called white man, by the hand of my people Israel, you so called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans of today, man. Okay. And it starts with the 144,000 on down to the great multitude, the first fruits of salvation, man. We're going to get first dibs, all right? Of course, under Yahawashi, because he gets first dibs, man. All right? It says, And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury. So the anger and the fury of the Lord is going to be upon his people to execute that vengeance on our primary enemy, Esau, Edom. All right? Because we're going to have them under our feet. All right? Captives, man. All right, it says, And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Okay, so you see, payback is coming. All right. And we're about to see, the fall of our enemy, man. Okay. And it's about to go out literally with a bang, man. Okay, so this is Micah 4 and 1, it says, "For behold, the day cometh," this is prophecy, "that shall burn as an oven." And that's when America be made into a lake of fire. All right. And that's why, we tell any Israelite out there, to turn back, to repent to Yahawashi, because the only way you can escape this judgment, that day that's gonna burn as a fire when those missiles begin to drop, is by way of the chariots, man. Okay, because any type of bunker you make here, i.e., example, Rick Ross building a damn bunker, that's gonna be your tomb, man. Okay, that's not gonna be your escape. That's gonna be your tomb. All right, you're gonna get flame broiled at over 1,000,000 degrees, man. Okay, it says, and all the proud, yeah, all the proud, man. All right, from the proud himself, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, to these heathen nations, to the 2/3, and all the proud, yeah, all that do wickedly shall be stubble. You're gonna be fuel for the fire, man. Okay. It says, "And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahawah of hosts, that it shall lead them neither root nor branch." You're gonna be wasted, man. Okay. You wanna cling on to America, you're gonna be destroyed with America, man. Okay. You're gonna partake in the lake of fire, which is also known, as the second death, all right, in the book of Revelation, man. Okay, Revelation 2 and 11, which only the hopeful elect will escape, that judgment, of course. Matter of fact, I want to make sure I oh, quoted that scripture right, where it's at, Revelation 2 and 11. Yep. It says, "He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches." This is red letter Yahawashi speaking. "He that overcometh," the ones who endured until the end, which is the hopeful elect, the ones who will be saved, according to St. Matthew 24 and 13. It says, "He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death." And that second death is, that lake of fire that will be made out of America, man. Okay. And, here's the beauty of it. Yahweh Shai put it on Esau Edom's spirit to create this type of technology, which, it adds to the arsenal of this devil's blessing, which he was blessed with the sword, going into Esau, going into the time of Jacob and Esau. Esau's blessing was the sword, you know, and this goes into his arsenal, but this sword, this technology, was also meant to be his destruction, man. All right, this is beautiful, man. Okay, and remember, to quote Yahawashi, man. Okay, matter of fact, I believe I know where it is, so we don't even have to quote it. Let's pull it up for edification's sake. Saint Matthew, I believe the 26th chapter, if I'm not mistaken, for sure in the latter of the chapter. Start at 50. See? Um, yeah. See this? To quote, or to read what Yahushua forespoke. St. Matthew 26 and 52. "Then said Yahushua unto him," and this was talking about unto Peter. Remember, he cut off, the ear of one of the soldiers. It says, "Then said Yahushua unto him, Put up again thy sword into his place. For all that take the sword shall perish with the sword." And guess what? This devil, Esau Edom, has been living by way of the sword his whole existence. With his blessing, the sword, he has conquered the earth. Okay, and wickedness. All right, and bloodshed. And guess what? The Lord blessed him with the technology of, first the atomic bomb and then upgraded into the nuclear bomb. All right. And with that sword he's been living by, he's about to perish with it, man. That's beautiful, man. Okay, that's your pa. All right. Isaiah 54 and 16. It says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. And the smith is obviously, these nuclear scientists, all right, who created the technology of the atomic bomb, who created the technology of the nuclear bomb, man. All right, and kind of briefly getting into that history. I was doing some research. Let's see where we're gonna start here. First I want to start here. Uh, go down. The Nazis. Okay. Uh, Slovakia. You didn't mean to say that word, Slovakia. The Germans. Okay, the Germans, which is the Edomites. All right, they're from the nation of Edom, but their tribe is the Temanites. Going into the brains or the smarts of Esau Edom. That's why you have that term, German engineering. Okay, these Temanites of Esau Edom, they played a major role in creating the technology of the atomic bomb. In fact, reading this, the Germans were the first to split the atom, making that atomic energy. All right, so reading this real quick, it says theoretically by the 1930s, Germany had a jump on the rest of the world in atomic research. Many of the world's top nuclear physicists were German or Australian, or worked closely with German or Australian colleagues. It was a German scientist, Otto Hahn, who first split the atom in 1938. Although Hahn later tried to claim all the credit for his experiment, at the time he did not actually know what he had done. All right, so you see the Temanites of the nation of Edom, the Germans, were actually the first to split the atom, which made groundbreaking progress, in creating the technology of the atomic bomb. And you fast forward to J. Robert Oppenheimer, which actually J. Robert Oppenheimer, he was a small hatter. Okay, he was an Amalekite. Reading his history, it says breathe. Hat project. Oh, that's good. Oh, that is good. Oh, let's get this. Because I wanted to get into his history. Or where his lineage goes back to. Um, J. Robert Oppenheimer. He said the J stood for nothing. Was born into a wealthy Jewish or small hatter or Amalekite family in New York City on April 22, 1904. So that's all I want to pull from that. J. Robert Oppenheimer, was a small hatter. Okay. And, he played a major role in actually creating the atomic bomb. So reading this, it says Oppenheimer, the real history of the father of the atomic bomb. It says as Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer, which that's going into the movie that was recently created, which was a great movie by the way. A good watch for any believers out there, who want to watch, pretty much going into the information, the history and going into making this this technology. Great, great movie in my opinion. All right. It says, as Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer arrives in cinemas in the UK, we considered the story of the man that at the century of the development of the first nuclear weapon and the paradox of the and moral questions that dug him for the rest dogged him, for for the rest of his life. Right. So getting into the information, the meat of it. It says, who was J. Robert Oppenheimer? It says Julius Robert Oppenheimer, 1904 to 1967. His birth and his death. All right, death date. It says is often known as the father of the atomic bomb due to his work on the Manhattan Project. All right, so that's important information to look up going into the Manhattan Project. Dealing with this history. All right, it says the U.S. led research project into developing the world's first atomic bomb that began in 1942. So that was the date. All right, it says breathe with weaponizing atomic energy. And remember, the Temanites, all right, the Germans was at the forefront of that. There was a German who actually split the atom, all right, to make this atomic energy. All right, so the Lord was, really dealing on the minds of these Edomites to create this technology that will ultimately destroy their queendom. Beautiful. It says the 38-year-old Oppenheimer was chosen by General Leslie Groves to head up the project's secret research laboratory in Los Alamos, New Mexico, and oversaw the development of the world's first atomic weapons between 1943 and 1945. Okay, so that's when the atomic bomb was made. We know they later used it in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And fast forward to today, we have the nuclear bombs, man. Nuclear bombs, man, as you see here on the screen today, man. All right, so I'm gonna play this clip over again and get my last precept. And Lord will, this is edifying unto you, hopeful elect, man.
Skynet. A computer program designed to automate missile defense. It was supposed to protect us, but that's not what happened. On August 29th, 1997, Skynet woke up and decided all humanity was a threat to its existence.
Mm. So get my last precept and last video. This is Zechariah 14-12, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahawashi will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem, which Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. So who has fought against Israel, starting with his hopeful elect. It says, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And here is the vision, man. Okay, here is that vision that's going to come upon Esau, Edom, first and foremost, the heathen nations, and of course, the enemies of the Lord of the house of Israel, 2/3, man. Playing this. Vision, the vision, man. So, in closing, I pray and hope that this is edifying unto you, hopeful elect out there. This concludes my lesson. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed. Uh, I'm gonna end it by giving all praises unto Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Halalyam La, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of great millstone who teach and who well. Shalawam unto you, hopeful elect, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalawam. Pray and hope that you, hopeful elect out there, had a Yapah, beautiful uh, Shabbat, going into the Sabbath. Of course, by the time you listen to this lesson, the Sabbath will be over. All right, Lord will, this is edifying to you, hopeful elect. Shalom.